What's happening in Huntingburg? A lot of events coming up. Let's talk about that in this edition of WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Thanks for joining us. Joining me in the studio is Nick Stevens. Nick is the Executive Director for the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate being here.
Well, we're always glad to have you here. There's two specific things we want to talk about because you have a chamber night at the Bombers.
Yep.
We'll talk about the Bombers. Yep. And we also have the Farmers Market, which is going to start pretty soon.
That's right. We're coming right up. It's about the same time, that same week's when all that starts for us.
Let's start off with talking about the June 27th, which is Chamber Night at the Bombers.
That's right. Chamber Night at the Bombers, June 27th. It's a Thursday with the Bombers, and we've got 250 tickets available for our members and other people in the community. So if we'll say right off the bat, if anybody's interested in any of those tickets, please call the Chamber office at 683-5699. We look at the Bombers as a big asset to Huntingburg and DuBois County. You think of League Stadium, we always think of a league of their own. We talk about all the things that encompasses. The stuff that has happened this year, seeing the banners, the street banners, the banners on the side of League Stadium, the mural, the vinyl signings that says "There's no crying in baseball." The new paint that's on the stadium, it's just inviting to people. Mm-hmm. We've got a gift shop in there, and it's exciting. How lucky are we to have a baseball team that plays every summer in our community at a stadium that, minus a few extra thousand seats, is major league quality. Mm-hmm. We have the facility. We need to showcase it, and this is a great way to showcase it. And an opportunity for our chamber members to get an opportunity to come and participate and join in and support a local team.
So do you have to be a Huntingburg Chamber member to get
not
special deal?
Not necessarily, but we appreciate, we're going to give first come to our chamber members first. Sure. But if there's other people out there that would be interested, we would love to have you. Get a hold of us there at the chamber office. We do want to, for our members and their families and their employees to come. But we know that there'll probably be some tickets left that we'll have ready for the general public as well. So. Okay,
and that almost could be right up to that day.
Yeah, you could be calling. You could call us from now until probably the 27th of June, and we'll have tickets available. And that same night, it's going to also be Huntingburg Kiwanis night as well. So it's a great opportunity to see that organization come out and support the Bombers, and they're going to be giving a lot of tickets to the girls softball and maybe some to the Little League to get the kids out to the games and bring the parents out and just have a great time.
Well, we've had Mike Ubelor on and talking about the Bombers, and if you're a baseball fan, if you're a baseball fanatic, the Bombers with Wooden Bat League is an awesome thing to watch for baseball.
Very true.
But if you really don't give a hoot about baseball, but just want to have a good time, Bomber baseball is right for you too.
It's great. You go down there, and we were just talking a little bit ago about you've got the Bomber girls dressed up in the old uniforms like the Peaches. You've got Casey there doing little games and things with the kids, entertaining the fans in the stands. You got Scott up there in the booth, always entertaining with the little sound bites and calling the game. There is something for everybody, and then sometimes there's musical entertainment going on. You have concessions. It's just a wonderful family-friendly environment. Okay. And I love every aspect of it. And then being a baseball fan, what else can, you sit there and think, for 30 nights a year, at least, I can go out and watch true college players who potentially could be major league ball players playing baseball. Wooden bats. There's nothing like the sound of a baseball hitting a wooden bat and occasionally seeing a home run. It's exciting.
All right, and that is June 27th, Thursday night, is Huntingburg Chamber Night for their members.
That's right.
And, of course, anybody else can go to the ball game as well.
That's right.
All right, now let's talk about another event that will be starting that Saturday.
That's right.
June 29th, and you're going to open your farmers market.
Yeah, we're going to officially have the farmers market for 2013 season started on June 29th. We'll run for 16 weeks until October 12th. We always have it there at Memorial Gym in the parking lot, right there at the corner of 231 and Highway 64, which is 6th and Main. But what an opportunity to really, you've got these two highways coming in, and people can see it from a couple blocks away because of how open that is. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful setting. Of course, the Teen Outback and Memorial Gym as a backdrop. There's always other activities that are going on, whether they're having yard sales or a community car wash. All that's going on there, so that's a great opportunity to come out and buy locally grown, locally made products. We're in the search for some vendors. Last year was a pretty tough year for us. The growing season just wasn't what anybody expected it to be. And, well, I guess we expected it once the temperatures came and the drought. But we want to build this up, and we know that we've got some great vendors that are there. Lee Brumley and Arlene Fleck and some of our other members that have been there for years have done such a great job that we want to enhance it by bringing in new faces, encouraging other people. If you've got a little garden and, happen to be one week you have 15 extra pounds of potatoes or tomatoes, whatever it is, and you want to come out for one day, come out. It's $7 a week, or you can pay for the entire season, which is the 16 weeks. It's $100, and if you want to run 2 booths for the entire season, and basically it's a parking spot size, $125. So it's a great opportunity to come out, showcase your product and services, whether it's a local farmer or an individual. If you make handmade or handcrafted items, there's guys that make some cool little yard furniture or statues or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. If you need a place to do it, come out and showcase it here, and hopefully you can sell some. And we have a pretty good attendance. The Memorial Hospital comes in and does some blood pressure checks for us every week. We usually have free coffee and sometimes some water and other things for people to have while they're there. It's just a great opportunity. Everybody, it's one big family. With the vendors, everybody works with each other. They support each other, and they have a great knowledge that Mr. Brumley, for example, when he has a product, and whether it's Asian pears or whatever it is, you talk to him about, he's going to tell you what best to cook that with, and different things like. He has such a knowledge. I've learned so much from him. And we always think of farmers market. I think the first thing people think of is sweet corn. Mm-hmm. And it's so much more than that, from tomatoes, potatoes, green beans. Occasionally we have some watermelons or cantaloupe that's grown locally. And the only rule that we really have is that it's either produced or made in Du Bois County or the surrounding counties. So from Du Bois County, Martin County, Orange County, Crawford County, Perry County, Spencer, Warwick, Pike, and Davies. If you're in any of those counties and would love to come to our market, we'd love to have you.
And the market runs from when to when each Saturday?
7:30 to 11:30 each Saturday, rain or shine. We've been pretty lucky the last few years, and not too many rainouts. So
last year was a lot of shine.
There's a lot of shine last year, and we used to do the markets on a Wednesday afternoon, just kind of a little break, and especially during the sweet corn season. Mm-hmm. It's always it's amazing how much of it comes out all at once, and it seemed like every Wednesday it would rain. Yeah. So we're looking forward to the season. It's really been fun. Since I've been here for the 4 years, I've had such a great time running the market, being there, enjoying seeing the citizens come up, talking to the individuals, and how excited they are to have an opportunity to buy locally made or locally grown products. We don't want to take away from what More for Less or IGA has, but it's an opportunity that maybe finding something that's grown locally that they may not carry or don't have, and we just want to encourage everybody to come out.
Something about homegrown tomatoes. I don't know. There's just a different flavor.
It's very true. Yeah. It's very, very true.
So, and really anybody, even at the last minute, you don't need to necessarily pre-register. You could just almost show up that Saturday and say, look, I just found all this zucchini in my garden.
Right.
Can I have a booth? Here's my $7.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. All we do is we got a little entry form you fill out just showing, so we have proof of who you are and where you're from. And, and it's for the health department as well, that sure. If that worst case scenario happens, we can track it and go, okay, this was sold by that vendor. Yeah. Here's the number to contact that individual. And sometimes people call us and like, man, I need some zucchini, and this individual had it, but I don't have a contact. And we have the contact number, and maybe through the week they can sell a little more.
Okay, so and they it'd be nice if you knew ahead of time so you can kind of lay it out. But if
That's
they
right.
just show up that day too,
Yeah,
or
they-
you can sign up for the whole year.
Yeah, if you're going to sign up for the whole year, and you know you are, get a hold of us, let us know, and we'll work on getting you a booth and make sure you have that booth for the entire season. The other booths will be first come, first serve each week. So I think it's a great opportunity, and when you think about the chamber running that, it's small business right at its smallest point.
Yeah. And its start.
And it's a start. And last year we had a couple guys that Rex Cameron, for example, he'd bring his grandson, who I think he was 5 or 6, and he's learning about making change and what it takes to produce this. He helped Rex work in the garden. Now he's learning, hey, I'm learning how to sell this and learning all the little aspects. It's great. It's like school without the classroom, truly.
Okay. And that starts on June 29th.
June 29th.
And we'll go through the summer.
Yep, go all through the summer into the early fall.
Okay, and contact the chamber if you'd like to have a booth, or just remember, show up at the farmers market 7:30 to 11:30 each Saturday in Huntingburg Memorial Gym parking lot.
Exactly.
And one other thing you wanted to bring up was an antique show.
We do have our antique show. It's August 16th, and we're going to do a one-day show for the summer show this time. And we're still looking for vendors, so if anybody's interested, please contact the chamber office. Booths are $80. If you want to rent tables, they're $7 a piece, or if you want to bring your own. But if you're an antique dealer or an antique vendor, or you've been going through your house and like, I got a lot of this I want to try to get rid of, get a hold of us and we'll set you up with a booth and give you an opportunity. I mean, we have a great time each year. We have some great vendors, and we really want this to continue to go because antiques is kind of the bread and butter for Huntingburg, as well as some of the other unique shops we have. But it's great.
All right, well, Nick, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our guest has been Nick Stevens, the Executive Director for the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce. Again, reminding you, on Thursday, June 27th is Huntingburg Chamber Night at the Bombers, and on June 29th, the Farmers Market starts in Huntingburg. Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.